Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Proven Inspiration. I do hope you're having a good day. I'd like to provide you with training today, and our topic for today is Are you listening? This topic is for those in a relationship, in a committed relationship, you're dating someone and you're thinking of perhaps getting married to this person, but you're still investigating because that's what dating is about. So the topic, Are you listening, really is about what you focus on. In a lot of dating relationships, people tend to go out on dinner dates, like you go get a meal, go get snacks, hang out with friends, go bowling, just do fun things, fun activities. Whilst these things are great, you are actually not learning enough or a lot during that time. So what you learn about how a person eats, their table manners, how well they are at, how good they are at playing sports. These things are important, but not very important. They're minor things. The major things are things like character issues, like does this person do what they say they're going to do? Okay, these are character issues. These are some character issues. Do they have integrity? How do they treat people who can never be of assistance to them? When you do go out to restaurants, how do they treat the people at restaurants? Do they talk down at them? Are they nasty to them but just loving and nice to you? How do they treat their members of family? So if they have siblings, how do they treat them? Are they like at war with their parents, with their siblings? Guess what? These are people who are the closest to them, and so if your spouse or your spouse to be rather, your potential spouse is at odds with their family members and doesn't have a good relationship with any family member, chances are that's going to be reflected in your marriage if you decide to go ahead and marry this person, because those are the closest people to them, and the relationship that they have with their family doesn't have to be a perfect relationship, but do they have some kind of relationship? And if they don't, that is going to be reflected in your marriage, because essentially this person is telling you, this is how I relate to people who are close to me, this is how I relate to people who love me. And so once you're close enough to them, as you will be in marriage, eventually perhaps some of the issues that may have been raised within the family, you may start to see those issues raised in your relationship with your spouse. So it's important that you watch out for that and you pay attention to things that are important. Not everyone has a perfect relationship with their family. Family can be quite complex, but you do want to assess the person you're dating to see if they have relational skills. Are they good at expressing the innermost thoughts, or do they just shut down? I heard a speaker say in a book that if the person you're dating, more than likely, when you get married, will shut down and talk 25% less, particularly for men. And if you're not cool with that, then you're looking at the wrong man. So if you're a person who likes to relate, talk, and the man you're with right now, he talks but not so much. When you get married, more than likely he will talk even less. If that's going to be an issue for you, then you really do need to assess the situation and see if that's the person for you. Is this person kind? Are they kind to just you, or are they kind to other people, to strangers, to children, to elderly people, to immigrants? How do they treat people in general? Are they kind? Is this a kind person? Because generally the way a person treats other people will it'll spill into your relationship. If someone is nice outdoors, genuinely nice, because some people can be nice outside, but when they get back home, they let their hair down and feel, okay, I'm gonna be nasty. But if someone is genuinely nice on and off camera, when there's something to gain and when there's nothing to gain, then more than likely this person will be kind towards you. Is this someone who's considerate or selfish? When you have conversations, when you have dates, they're always talking about what happened in their day, how things are going for them, but they never stop to ask, how are things with you? What challenges are you facing? How is life with you? If that's the situation, Pay attention, because that is going to show up if you decide to actually marry this person, and it will be more amplified, it'll be bigger, because you are sharing the same space on a regular basis. So my message for you today is to pay attention to the major things, and you can skim over the minor things. Eating at restaurants, you can do that when you're married, but the day-to-day issues that you face within like your own life, think about the day-to-day things that you have to do within your own life. You have to look after your house, you have to look after bills. If you're with a person who doesn't actually have a value for money, or for paying, making payments when those payments are due, that is going to show up in your marriage relationship. Okay, so you can have conversations like, oh, who do you have your electricity with, who do you have your gas, your water with. Just have these conversations. Oh, how do you get that, how do you pay them? If they say something like, oh, I just pay when they send, like, they send bailiffs, or I just pay when they send reminders, then just be aware that those issues will crop up in your relationship. Obviously, the person you're getting married to, or thinking of getting married to, is not going to be perfect. Neither are you. And ideally, you should be able to complement each other. So areas where they're weak, if they're not good with finances or with organization, and you are, so you could possibly step in. And if they're good with electronics and cars and stuff like that, they could probably take your car and look after those kind of things. But you do need to weigh up what you can actually see, weigh up the real life issues, weigh up the real life traits that you can see in this person, weigh it up, assess it, and make a decision as to whether you're making the right decision. So pay attention. Are you paying attention? If you're not, it's time to pay attention, okay? Because you want to have a great marriage, and great marriages usually consist of the little things. So pay attention to the little things right now, because those things will become big things in your marriage. Okay, have a wonderful day. Please feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, from my heart to yours, you take it easy. Bye.